Okay, welcome to first semester physics. Here is an overview of the course website. As you can scroll down, you can see all the links to the different parts of the course. There, we'll scroll back up. I'm going to go over a little bit here with you. Of course, right up here at the top, you have my email address and my voicemail number. You can call there and leave me a voicemail, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Course resources there, you have the late policy to take the midterm or midway test and the final exam. You've got to have all those assignments complete before you are able to come into the lab and take those. And you can kind of go over the rest of those. A few things to bring to your attention. One is the pacing guide here in the center. That is subject to change at the moment, but as you bring that up, it'll show you here the schedule, what is due on what dates for session 1, session 2 if you're on a 4-week schedule or on an 8-week schedule there, and it should show you what's going on there, and you can go by that. We'll go back here to the grading policy and syllabus. Courses, tried to lay the course out fairly simply. You're going to have quizzes, which you're going to have 2 types of quizzes. You're going to have a multiple choice section and a problems-based quiz section that are going to be for each one of them. In the multiple choice quizzes, you'll have 10 minutes to take each one of those, but the problem quizzes are untimed, and there's random numbers generated by the computer in those problems. So each time, if you restart it over again, you're going to receive a new set of variables. So, and you can take those problems quizzes multiple times, and then your grade will be based on the average of those. Then you're going to have labs. They're all simulation based on the FET website, and I'll show you where to go for that in just a minute. And you'll have some kind of a Word document probably to fill out on your computer, save, and then submit back to me. And then you have the midpoint test, and down below that will be the final exam, and there's how they're broken down into grade-wise right there. Let's see, go here, right here is how they are broken down. So we'll go back here to the main page that will take care of the reading guide. So that's got the pacing guide, the syllabus, there's standards here, the course links. If you'll go to the physics classroom there, that's going to be the main source for your textbook. You just click that link there in the center to open up that website. It'll take you to the physics classroom, and you can look over. Your main navigation is here on the right hand side, is all of this right here. But let's see, the main portion that you're going to want to go to is right here at the top, this physics tutorial. So we will go to that. Let me go right back into that here. There we go. You'll click on physics tutorial there. You'll notice it's got topics. Topics are on the left here, just as all down through there. There's all the different topics, and you can click on one of those. Or it's got in the middle here, it has descriptions along with the main topics, but you'll just take and click on one of those. We'll say like, if I can get it here, 1D kinematics. Under 1D kinematics, there's different lessons describing motion with words, diagrams, position time graphs, velocity time graphs, all those kinds of things, and you can go into each one of those. We'll say the introduction here of this one, and this gives you an overall introduction to kinematics, and then you can, down here at the bottom, you can click on the next section, and it'll take you to the next portion of that, and you can do your reading. You also have some examples here that you can go through. So we will back out of that, go back to the course, to the main site here, go down, that gives you that. There's a few other useful links there that you can do. I want to go down, there's quizzes here you can see with the check marks, but I want to go down to the labs here and go through the lab here with you just a minute. If you can see here in the middle right there, there's a moving man velocity, that's the document, and then the submit document here, that's where you would upload your Word file back in that assignment. So if we go to the actual website where it says click to run here, let's see. Well, it may not allow me to go to the website. Let's try this. We'll go to the website through the link up here, and I'll just show you how to get to them. Click on that link. This will be the website. You'll go with Play with Sims in the middle. You can choose physics, and sometimes on these links that I have, it'll automatically bring them up. Sometimes you'll have to go to there yourself. Go to motion. Let's see, we can go to, there's the moving man, and you'll click the run now, and it'll bring up a separate window, and it'll actually run the lab, and where you'll be able to change the various things for the lab, and then copy it down on your sheet, and then or have your Word document minimized, and you can go back and forth between the two windows, filling in the lab document, saving it, and then end up submitting that back to me. Alright, we'll go back here to the class, and that's pretty much going to be, once you get down into two-dimensional motion, these here links that I've given you, and several other ones down the down here at the bottom are all readings that will help you to read and understand, so that you can do the quizzes and problems underneath those. Come on. But that's the main type of assignment you're going to have, are just the quizzes and the labs, and then you'll have readings that will go before those, so that you can get an understanding of what's going on before you actually go to the quizzes or the labs, either one. And then here's your midpoint exam. Some of these down through here are going to be changing just a little bit here shortly, but that should give you a major portion of your work there, and kind of gives you a rough idea of how the course is going to work. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me at that number, leave a message, or email me there. It's probably easier. I'll get back to you quicker that way. And then I'll also be running the computer lab this summer, so anytime you need help, I'll actually be in the computer lab at Blackman High School. So you can come in at any time, and I'll be able to help you with any of this if so needed. So look forward to having you, and hope you enjoy going through the course. Thank you.